Reported speech is the change of a direct sentence or direct speech into an indirect sentence or indirect speech. Reported speech itself is usually used to relay what other people say. Words or direct speech that are converted into reported speech can be in the form of statements or statements, orders or invitations, imperatives, or questions, yes or no questions, as well as questions regarding information. In a reported speech sentence, you can change someone's words so that they can be easily understood by the listener. Reported speech, or also referred to as indirect speech itself, is a way to convey what is said in the form of statements, questions, and other expressions that change the format of the conversation so that it then becomes clearer and more efficient for the reader. Basically, to change a direct word or direct speech to reported speech can be done by changing the pronoun, removing capital letters, removing quotation marks, modifying verbs, changing the time reference, time mentioned in the conversation, and/or adding if. Reported speech is basically a change of direct speech, direct sentence, to indirect speech, indirect sentence. Reported speech itself is usually used to convey back what was said. Example: unlike when we learn tenses, a special formula for changing direct sentences to indirect ones. But some can then be done to change direct sentences to indirect ones, including: eliminate quotes, convert capital letters at the beginning of sentences directly to lowercase letters, using that, whether or not or if, especially for yes, no questions. Change the reference. Number 1. Statements. Sentences in the form of statements have changed by adding the words say, said, or tell, told. In order for the sentence to then be more flowing and easy to understand, the word that can then be used as a link. Here's an example. Number 2. Command, invitation, request. Imperative sentences can be orders, invitations, or requests. This type of indirect speech usually uses to, or, not to. Here's an example. Number 3. Orders. Yes, no question. Yes, no question. Direct speech in the form of yes, no question can be changed to reported speech by adding the word if or whether or not or not. Here's an example. Number 4. Question. This question sentence using 5W plus 1H can be changed to indirect speech by moving the mode behind the subject. Here's an example. Changes in tenses contained in direct speech must be changed to other forms so that indirect speech is easier to accept. Among them are: changes in time references. In addition to verbs, time references also then change. Here are the principal guidelines that you need to pay attention to.